Hello everyone, my name is Misha, aka Pieces of Mish, aka Yoga Mish, and welcome to Yoga for Farmers and Gardeners. Now, although this is the title of the practice, this practice can be for anyone, but specifically for farmers and gardeners, especially if you've been spending all day outside in the garden. This is a great practice for you to come inside, a 16-minute practice to just work all those things out of your body and end the day refreshed. To give you a heads up, I am not a certified yoga teacher. I just play one on YouTube. So if that makes you feel uncomfortable, there are so many other YouTube yogis, and I'm sure there's a certified one who you can find that'll match your vibe. So if you do decide to stay, thank you for joining me. And I just have a couple of things to share before we get into our practice. That everything that I say is a suggestion. You don't have to do anything that I ask you to do, but what I will ask you to do first and foremost is to listen to your body before you listen to me. Please consult with a doctor or physician before trying any new fitness routine. So if you do decide to stay, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start today's practice in a mountain pose. So to find our mountain pose, I invite you to stand with your feet hip width apart, finding a slight bend in your knees, pelvis tucked forward, but you don't want to clench your booty cheeks, right? Just, tucking your pelvis forward, but finding a relaxed feeling in your butt. And we're going to inhale our shoulders up to our ears and exhale, allow them to roll down behind our back so we find a nice long spine with our chest out, chin slightly up, forward, facing forward, and we'll bring our hands to our sides. Have our hands relaxed at our sides. So finding our mountain pose. Remember to have your knees slightly bent. And I invite you to find your breath here. So we'll inhale through our nose. And we'll exhale out of your nose or your mouth, whatever feels good in your body. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling. Nice. And we'll keep finding our breath, just settling into the space and into our practice today. So inhaling and exhaling. Good job. And when you're ready, I invite you to inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, letting your hands drop back down to your side. Inhaling, letting your arms come up overhead. And exhaling, letting your hands drop down to your side. And then we'll inhale our arms up overhead again, and this time we'll bring our hands together to touch at the top, interlacing your fingers, but allowing your pointer fingers to point towards the sky, noticing the space between your ears and your shoulders, making sure you're not crunched up, but allowing your shoulders to relax. And we're going to inhale, and on your exhale, we'll bend to our right side. Inhaling to center and exhaling to the opposite side. Inhaling to center and exhaling baby back bend. Inhaling back to center. And then exhale, we're going to let our arms drop down, bring our body down into our forward fold, letting our hands meet the ground. Inhaling, flat back. And we're going to exhale back into our forward fold. And from here, I invite you to place both hands on the mat. And we're going to inhale. And on your exhale, stepping your right foot back. And we're going to take our left hand and bring it to the inside of our left foot. And your right foot that's behind you, want to turn your right foot, allowing your foot to be flat on the ground, toes facing the long edge of your mat. And we're going to inhale our right hand up towards the sky, following our right hand to look up towards the sky. And if looking at your right hand isn't in your practice, you can go ahead and look straight out in front of you. But finding a twist here, we're going to take a couple of breaths, inhaling and exhaling, finding a strong base, letting your weight be pushed away from the mat, finding a strong base in your foot and in your hand, and your back foot also. And on the exhale, we want to exhale, letting our right hand meet our left hand. I'm going to bring that left hand back out to frame our right foot, our left foot, I'm sorry. And then we're going to bring our right knee down to the ground. And from here, you can keep your right toes curled, or you can flatten your foot so the top of your foot is on the mat. And from here, we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, walking our hands back, finding a stretch in our left leg, toes pointing towards the sky, letting our head hang heavy, finding a slight curl in our back. And we're going to inhale, walking our hands forward, making sure that our right knee does not go over our left ankle. Making sure our right knee does not go over our, making sure our left knee does not go over our left ankle. I'm all jumbled today. Letting our chest come forward. And this would be a good time, if you have blocks, to have blocks in your practice, to take some pressure off of your lower back. Looking forward. And exhaling, walking your hands back, letting your toes flex towards your body, head hang heavy, slight curl in your back, and inhale. Walking your hands forward, chest out. And let's do that one more time. Exhaling, walking our hands back, finding that stretch in our left leg, and inhale, coming forward. Good job. So from there, we're going to let our hands come flat to the ground. And we're just going to take that left leg, swoop it around behind us, bringing both knees to the mat. Bring our big toes together to touch, knees as wide as the mat. Hands extended out in front of us, taking an inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to sink back, allowing our butt to reach towards our heels, child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling in our child's pose. We're going to inhale back up, finding a tabletop. And if a down dog isn't in your practice today, you can, safely find a way to get back to your feet to your mountain pose. But if a down dog is in your practice today, we're going to go into our down dog and then repeat the cycle that we just did on the opposite side. So if you are going to be in a down dog today, pushing up away from your mat, making sure you're breathing. Just pedal out our dog, letting your head be heavy in your dog. Hands flat on the ground, pushing away from your mat. And when you're ready, we'll walk to the front of your mat, finding your forward fold. Feet wide as your hips. And we're going to inhale, halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, forward fold. And from here, we want to inhale, sweep our arms up overhead, and exhale, letting our arms drop back down to our side. If you're already in your mountain pose, go ahead and join us by inhaling your arms up overhead, and exhaling them down down to your side. Inhaling your arms up overhead again. Bring your fingers to interlace at the top, pointers, fingers pointing towards the sky. Inhale, and we're going to exhale to one side. Inhale to center. Exhaling the opposite side. Inhale to center. Baby back bend. Inhale to center. And exhale, letting it all drop down to the ground in a forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And this time we're going to place our hands on the mat and step our left foot back. So stepping your left foot back, we're going to bring our right hand to meet the inside of our right foot, making sure that we're not bringing our knee over our ankle, but finding a nice alignment between our ankle and our knee. Bring your right hand inside of your right foot, and we're going to take that left foot and turn your toes to face the long edge of your mat. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale that left arm up towards the sky, looking at your left hand up towards the sky. Finding your breath, inhaling and exhaling. And on your exhale, bring that left hand back down to the ground. Bring our, turning your toes back to face forward, your left foot in the back. And we're going to bring our right hand to frame our right foot. I'm going to exhale, drop that left knee back down to the ground. You can keep your toes flexed or bring your left foot, the top of your left foot flat to the ground. Inhaling, and we'll exhale and walk our hands back, flexing our right toes towards our body, letting our head hang heavy, finding a slight curl in your back, finding that stretch on our right leg. And we'll inhale, walking our hands forward, bring our chest forward. Exhale, walking back, curling those toes forward, curling our back, letting our head hang heavy. Inhale, walking our hands forward, chest out. Exhale, coming back, finding that stretch in our right leg. And inhale, coming forward. And then we'll bring both of our hands to the ground. And then walking that right foot back, bringing our knee to the mat, letting our big toes come together, knees as wide as the mat, hands out extended in front of you. Inhale and exhale. Back down to our child's pose. Good job. Inhale, back up to tabletop. And once again, if a down dog is not in your practice, go ahead and find your mountain pose and I'll meet you there. But if you are going to do a down dog, we're going to inhale and exhale, pushing up into our down dog. We're not going to stay here long. You can continue to pedal it out if you want to. And this time, let's walk our hands to our feet. Finding our forward fold, Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And this time, we're gonna slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time, letting your head be the last thing to come up. Moving slowly, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale, let them drop down to our sides. We'll inhale, arms up overhead again, and on our exhale, let's shake it all down and out. And let's do that again. We'll inhale, arms up overhead, and on the exhale, shake it on down and out. Good job. Inhale, arms up overhead one more time, bringing them to touch at the top, prayer pose. Inhale and exhale, allowing our hands to come towards our chest, thumbs pressed against our sternum, our heart center. Inhaling and exhaling. Thank you all so much for joining me today. This was a special yoga practice for farmers and gardeners, but it is for anyone. So if you found this practice beneficial or useful, I would ask that you like the video or leave a comment or share it with your friends or your other yoga community members. So thank you so much for joining me. This is Yoga with Mish, and I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day.